Thank you.
Would it be possible for me to have a word with you?
Season football games are being played this weekend. We have the lowdown on the showdowns coming up on High School Sports Focus. And if you're a running back, get ready to roll that VCR. We'll feature the best of the best tonight, plus soccer playoff action and a whole lot more. Hello, sports fans. Sports Focus is next. Good evening and welcome to High School Sports Focus, the final week of the football season, and that means playoff spots on the line. We'll show you who's in and who's not. In addition, the CCS volleyball playoffs are here. Highlights from some early round action. You just heard from the guys from Oak Grove High School. We'll meet the Eagles in a moment, plus the guys from Amador Valley coming on and the volleyball team from Notre Dame Belmont. But first, a big announcement. Sports Focus is now live on the web. That's right now. Anyone in the world can click on our website at kicu.com. Go to the Sports Focus homepage, and you will see live streaming video and audio of our show. Pretty cool, huh? So if you want to have your Aunt Elma in Detroit watch all your highlights every week, give her a call. Sports Focus, now worldwide on the web, thanks to Mark Holt and Sun Microsystems for making it all possible. Let's get to the highlights now. 1997 has been 2 seasons in 1 for the Los Gatos Wildcats. After beginning the season 0-3, the Cats have rebounded to win 6 straight games, including a perfect 5-0 record in the De Anza division of the Santa Clara Valley League. A win over Palo Alto this afternoon would clinch the whole title for the Cats. The Vikings had title aspirations of their own, and with a win over the Cats, they would force no worse than a 3-way tie with the Cats and Wilcox for first. Today's game was huge. Our good friend Doc Ting enjoying this game. We'll hear more from him a little bit later, of course. To the game now. Not much offense by either team in the first half, but the Cats come up with their biggest play. Ryan Sorahan throwing the screen to Austin Glover. The big running back makes his way all the way through the defense, 52 yards and all. Sets up a field goal, 3-0 Cats at the half. Third quarter now, and Alan Rosa bulls his way in from 1 yard out, and the Los Gatos lead is 10-0. In the fourth, the Cats build a commanding lead. Sorahan with a perfect crossing pass to Vincent Posner for the 10-yard score, 17-0 Cats. Palo Alto slowly climbing back in the game. Check out the efforts by Josh Fry, breaking a host of tackles, somehow getting into the end zone. Great play there by Fry, 17-6 at that point. That's actually Torgerson there with the touchdown. The Vikings get the ball back. Palo Alto trying to get close, but the pass is picked off by John Stengelli, and Los Gatos wins the league title with a 17-6 win over Palo Alto. Huge day for Rosa. The senior carried 36 times for 140 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Sorahan passed for 130 yards and a score, and Josh Stengelli added 4 catches for 63 yards and had the interception at the end. Steve Torgerson rushed for 72 yards for Palo Alto. Menlo fans enjoying the Knights, and Jefferson 7-0 early on in the game with the Indians on the march. Check out the moves of Joe Dingwall. Cuts inside, then back out. Look at him change hands with the ball. Picks up 25 yards before being knocked out of bounds. Later in the drive, Doug Lealau looking deep for Nick Chenault. He finds him at the goal line. Touchdown Jefferson. Game tied at 7-all. The Indians keeping pressure. Lealau connecting one more time. Chenault, the receiver, and Jefferson has a 20-7 lead over league-leading Menlo. Menlo now trying to climb back into it with the running game. Not a bad pickup for Justin Parker, but Jeff would stifle the Knight attack today. And later on, it's Lealau having a great senior season, doing it on his own. A terrific play. Fake, then keeper around the right end. He rambles 49 yards for the touchdown, and the Indians cruise 39-10 over Menlo. Showdowns don't get much better than Oak Grove and Leland. The two teams beginning the day ranked 1 and 2 in the CCS. Only loss by Leland to Bellarmine kept both teams from being undefeated. The winner of today's matchup would not only win a Blossom Valley League title, but probably receive the top seed in the Division I CCS playoffs. The aerial shot of this Clash of Titans, courtesy of the Mountain Dew Camiel Sky Jam 1, Eagle fans going nuts during this one tonight at San Jose City College. Fourth quarter, no score. The Eagles draw first blood. Jamar Julian catches the swing pass from John Berrigan, receives some help from Greg Strickland, and goes in for the short score, 7-0 Oak Grove. Again now, it's Julian. Almost comes right at our camera, but he is brought down in the mud for the Eagle first down. A little slippery out there, but Julian with a big game. Next, it's Deshaun Crockett, 4th and inches. Big play there on 4th down. He punches it in, 14-0. Leland goes to the heart and soul of this team. Paul Ugenti is a good one. Punches forward. It takes a few OGs to bring him down. First down, Leland. But same drive, and Leland goes to the air, but Julian would be all over the field. He picks off the pass, and the Eagles are in business again. Julian, told you had a big game, takes the screen pass, sprints to the middle of the field, then breaks free from the pass. Look at this, 85 yards for the score. Jamar Julian with a huge game. Oak Grove, 21-0. We're still in the first half. Now, just before halftime, Oak Grove wants more. Berrigan steps back and fires. Dalvin Edwards maintains possession. Look at the catch. He takes off 40 yards for the score. Oak Grove walks away with this one, 38-14. Oak Grove, your winner. And joining us in the studio tonight, the Eagles from Oak Grove. Congratulations, guys. Yeah. Kelvin Thompson, Chris Andrews, and Ed Buller here. We'll start with Kelvin on the far side, offensive lineman. Talk about your role on this team and the pride that you take in watching big plays like that happen.
Well, it's just straight up, you know, you just got to block, and, you know, Jamar Julian's a good running back and everything, and, you know, we make the holes, he hit the holes and everything, and, you know, just playing ball and everything. He's a good running back, and that helps us succeed through the season and everything.
And Deshaun, too, right?
Yeah, Deshaun is, too.
All right, what did it mean for you guys? What did it mean for you guys tonight to beat Leland, a big rival of yours?
Big win, and, you know, everybody, you know, we were excited, we were hyped up, and, you know, we just came out there and played ball.
All right, Chris Andrews, talk about what you guys can do from now on. You were on this team last year, and you guys got one game away from winning it all. What can you do this year?
Well, we have a more versatile offense this year. Our defense is very powerful, too, as well. So we can play both sides of the ball very well.
And very quickly, what's it like playing for Ed Buller?
Coach B, he's a fool, but, you know, he's a cool guy. So
that's going to cost you on Monday.
110s.
All right.
Come on, Coach.
Coach, talk about this game. Ed Buller is a Leland grad, so going up against your old school, what did that mean for you tonight?
Well, I didn't mean anything to me. I think it was just a tribute to our team. You know, people talk about our success. We've had tremendous senior leadership on this team, and I think that's a big plus for us.
Now, Jamar and Deshaun have no trouble finding the end zone, but they did have trouble finding the station tonight, so they're not back here. Talk about those guys and the great talent that they bring to this team.
Well, they do. You know, I think they're two of the top backs in the section. They complement each other very well. And we also have another back, Calvin Edwards, who fits in there really well. We call them the Three Amigos. Yeah. And we're just very fortunate to have three young men like that who can do the things they can do.
And Calvin with a big touchdown tonight as well.
Yes.
Did, in the back of your minds, did you guys at all think that it would be this kind of a win?
Well, we hoped it'd be a win. You know, they're an excellent football team.
Sure.
There's no doubt about it. Leland High School has an excellent football team, and we very well could be playing them again later on down the line. A lot of respect for their football team.
It very well could happen. Oak Grove Eagles, champions of the Blossom Valley League. Congratulations, guys. Way to go. All right. Each week, the Alameda Newspaper Group brings us our coaches of the week, hitter and Allen. So our East Bay winner for this week is Oakland Raiders' Derek Finner.
Hi, I'm Derek Finner with the Oakland Raiders, here to announce this week's High School Coach of the Week. This week's winner is De La Salle's head coach Bob Laddiser. Coach Ladd's Spartans made history Friday night by beating College Park 56-0 to win their record-breaking 73rd consecutive game. Coach Laddiser has an overall record of 209-14-1 as head coach of the Spartans the past 19 years. For all his dedications, the De La Salle football program will receive $500 from the NFL charities for being named our Oakland Raiders Coach of the Week. Congratulations from all of us here at the Oakland Raiders.
In San Francisco this afternoon as Washington clashes with Galileo. We'll let you know who came out on top. But first, the CCS volleyball playoffs are underway. Highlights of first-round action coming up. But right now, the latest version of our sports-focused San Jose Mercury News Top 15 poll.
In the light of the 21st century, get ready for the future. Power up. with guaranteed low prices in every department at Fry's Electronics. The popular megahertz PCMCIA Ethernet combo card for only $99. Quantum 2.2 gig ultra-wide SCSI hard drive, $229. This affordable 19-inch color TV with remote, $137. Remember, your best buys are always at Fry's. Guaranteed.
Next phase, next stage, next grade, next wave. Hold it down, feel the noise. Let them know it's a vibe. Pick it up, it's alive. Move over, yeah, don't do it over. 'Cause it's over, yeah, yeah, yeah. A generation next. Next phase, next stage, next grade, next wave. Generation next, generation next. Generation next.
You're watching High School Sports Focus on KICU TV, Channel 36. Your favorite show of everybody right here at Los Gatos High School, home of the world famous Wildcats. Be right back.
Truck owners, save money on new, used, and rebuilt truck parts at Santa Clara Truck Wreckers. Save a truckload on transmissions, doors, seats, front axles, and more at Santa Clara Truck Wreckers. And if you need rear end work or ratio changes, Santa Clara Truck Wreckers are the Chevy, GM, and Ford truck experts. We'll even install engines and guarantee the labor.
Santa Clara Truck Wreckers always supports high school sports.
Live Oak High School Sports Focus.
The High School Sports Focus Spirit Corner is brought to you by Heald Colleges, the career education leader.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're back. Once again, determined to succeed. Liberty. Lions will drop you to your knees. Yeah.
The Liberty Lions grabbing the spotlight in our Spirit Corner tonight are thanks to Sandy Oberly and all of her girls for a terrific job once again this year. It's been a long time since two San Francisco City League teams were undefeated this late in the season. So long, in fact, even San Francisco Examiner prep guru Merv Harris can't recall the last time it's happened. Not too many people know more about prep sports than Merv. But that was the case today as undefeated Washington took on undefeated Galileo. The winner of this showdown would capture the round-robin title and become the top seed in the playoffs. The Eagles would have much success on the ground. This one by Jermaine Ashley, one of many big games for Washington. The men in red also finding success through the air. Sean Aniston with a quick slant to Antonio Cooks, just short of the goal line. But Washington got past the mud and into the end zone plenty today. Galileo took an early lead. Quarterback Fidel Pugh rolls out and lost this pass to Donald Shields, who makes the catch and rumbles into Washington territory. That led to a score, but that's all Washington defense would allow. The Eagles sack Pugh on this play, and Washington goes on with an impressive win. And guys, you will be ranked next week. 20-6, Washington over Galileo to take the AAA regular season. And here comes the sack right here. Pugh with the ball. With the Washington defense there. And they get the win. The Eagles grab the top seed for the AAA playoffs. Jonathan Dyson scored 2 touchdowns for Washington. Ashley added a third. The Eagles will open the playoffs against Balboa. The Lions get McAteer, the winner of those games, to meet on Thanksgiving Day at Kezar Stadium for the championship. Don't bet against these two teams meeting again. While the CCS football playoffs begin next week, the volleyball playoffs are already in full gear. While Archbishop Mitty and St. Francis have received much of the attention, another team with state title hopes is Notre Dame Belmont, currently ranked 3rd in the CCS. The Tigers are the top seed in Division III and open the playoffs Wednesday night against Hillsdale. The cameras were rolling out at Sarah on Wednesday as the top-seeded ND Belmont Tigers took on Hillsdale in Game 1. We go. Notre Dame senior Danielle Foda sets a flying Stephanie Moreno, who just gets all of this one for the kill and a side-out Tigers. Hillsdale fights back. Christina Padilla makes a pretty back set to Diane Williams. Williams sends it down for the side-out, but Notre Dame gets Game 1. In the second, we go and watch the Tigers' Jenny Aiello at the net, swats the short return with a big left hand for the point. And you got to see this play to believe it. Watch closely. Notre Dame's Kim Highland runs into the parking lot to keep this one alive. Look at this. Nice play there. Then Kelly Wetland follows with a backward volley, scoring long distance to make it over the net. A stunned Hillsdale team manages a return, but it's the Tigers' Moreno again, this time sending this one off a defender. No one's getting this one as Notre Dame Belmont wins the point and the match in 3. The Tigers will meet Harbor High on Saturday at 6 at Sacred Heart Prep in the next round. So here are your game scores. Notre Dame now runs its record to 25-2 on the season. The Tigers will meet Harbor High of Santa Cruz in the quarterfinals. Game time again, 6 o'clock at Sacred Heart Prep. After its first round win, the Tigers met up with our own Ricky D from the KMEL Morning Breakfast Club at Togo's.
We're here on East Hillsdale Boulevard in Foster City at the Togo's. Togo's, famous for sandwiches, salads, and catering. Togo's.
We're here when you're hungry.
And guess who these ladies are? These are Notre Dame Belmont ladies of the private school league, the girls' private school league, and they're undefeated in league. First time they've clinched this league since they've been in the volleyball. And to talk to the main lady over here, this is Stephanie Moreno, and she gets up there, trust me, believe me. I don't know if it's the shoes, I don't know. I believe I can fly. Right, Stephanie? Now, Stephanie, we know you have a 65% kill percentage. You're all league. Many feel the best in the league. Against Sacred Heart Prep, you had 28 kills. Now, we want to ask you, what do you feel is your role in this team?
We have 6 seniors this year, so there's a lot of leadership. But I think I'm there to mentally prepare the girls. When things get, we fool around a lot, practice, but I'm always the bad guy saying, come on, you guys, focus. And I think, just to get them work hard, and it pays off.
Good deal. Hey, working hard does pay off. Sometimes. Now we're looking for Danielle Thodas. Where's Danielle at? Danielle, come on up here, girl. Come on up, Danielle. Now, Danielle, your second year as a setter. It's the first time you've been doing this setting. You know how it's important to be a setter. Do you know how important it is, right? Okay. Now, you guys are in CCS, going to be in the quarterfinals against Harbor. Now, what are you guys doing to prepare for the remainder of the season?
I think we all know that we need to work hard at practice, and we do kind of fool around. But we know that to play hard and to play our best, we need to have fun while we're out there. So I think we're all just trying to prepare mentally and stuff.
Okay, good deal. Now we're looking for the coach, John Vile. Here's the head man. Come on up, partner. Now this man, it's his first year as their head coach. With these new girls. Many coaches would love to know your formula.
Well, there's no secret at all, but basically, like Stephanie said, we have 6 seniors on the team. There's a lot of leadership, and there's a lot of experience with these kids. Last year, they went all the way to NorCal championship game, so they have a lot of experience in playing in this kind of competition. So with that, it makes it easier for me coming in and just kind of polish it up a little bit and just let the kids loose.
Now, that's my main man, Jack. He's in charge. He took the mic from me, just took charge. Now, last week you had a coach that looked like my brother. This week you have a coach that looked like my cousin. You just stop doing this to me. But right. We're ready to eat. You ready to eat?
I'm hungry.
Hey, I'm hungry too. Back to you, Robert.
All right, Ricky D, thanks. The CCS actually crowned its first champions last Saturday. It took overtime to do it. The sport was boys soccer, and the matchup between Fremont Christian and Valley Christian of Dublin could not have ended any closer. This little guy looking for the best seat in the house at the CCS Division III championship game, and he found it. Fremont Christian's Joshua Clark with the ball early, tested early, and coming up big here as he grabs the ball out of the air. The keeper, Joshua Clark, making the save there. And Fremont Stephen McElwain centers a pass to Brian Chandler, who just misses a goal here. Look at a big chance. Just wide. The Warriors' Tim Mowry dribbles up, then fires for the net, but nice. The Vikings' Keith Garrett knocks it away. and no soup for you. Again, Keith Garrett comes up big, stopping Fremont's Aaron Jones. The game went to overtime where both teams scored a goal, but that's the way it ends. After 2 overtimes and 2 sudden death periods, the teams officially declared co-champions. Still ahead, highlights from 2 top showdowns in the CCS, Bellarmine, St. Francis, and we will also have another big showdown with Amador Valley. Also, Granada and Foothill, a big game coming up. Plus, a look back at some key games from Saturday, including the battle for the Blossom Valley League's the top Santa Teresa division. All of that right after this. But first, how about a pair of free shoes? If your name is on this list, give us a call at the number on your screen. The first to do so wins a free pair of Adidas shoes. Call now if you see your name on that list.
High School Sports Focus is brought to you by companies who care about high school sports. Pepsi-Cola, the choice of Generation Next. Togo's Eateries, we're here when you're hungry. Fry's Electronics, your best buys are always at Fry's, guaranteed. Santa Clara Truck Wreckers, where you always save on new, used, and rebuilt truck parts.
Nobody needs media on for computer prices. This complete 200 megahertz system featuring Intel's Pentium processor with MMX technology with DVD is just $12.99 complete. You get the DVD, the monitor, 3.2 hard drive, Yamaha sound with 80-watt speakers, 33.6 fax modem, 4 mega video RAM, Windows 95, and a DVD software package, the mouse, the keyboard, floppy, and 16 meg of RAM, all for just $12.99. I'll say it again, $12.99 complete. Call and order yours now.
One of the reasons I decided to go to Heald was because I couldn't get a good start in any one particular career. There were lots of part-time jobs available and nothing in any real specific area, though. And at Heald, I was able to study accounting. I was able to start my career in finance, and I would definitely recommend Heald.
Now, it's up to you. Call Heald today.
I'm Robert Brownstein from High School Sports Focus.
And I'm CK from Wild 94.9 FM, the American Cancer Society and the Santa Clara Public Health Department.
And 36KICU TV wants you to take the pledge that you're too smart to start smoking.
Call the Smokescreen info line or stop at a Carl's Jr. restaurant to register for some great prizes.
Like a family pass to Paramount's Great America or tickets to the Golden State Warriors or San Jose Lasers.
You'll receive a coupon book in the mail for lots of other cool stuff like movie passes.
Or discounts to Pier 39.
Show you're too smart to start smoking. Take the pledge now.
With 36KICU and Wild 94.9.
Take your favorite tunes of all time.
Ain't I a stinker?
Ooga booga. And put them in one eye-popping, ear-flopping, hair-raising movie.
You gotta be kidding me.
What do you get?
Stars!
Ah, that's better. The best team of tunes in town.
Going up, see. Remember, you never saw me.
It's the smashingest, crashingest, laughingest adventure ever.
You'd better believe it, Buster.
Don't ever kiss me again. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Saturday night at 8 on 36 KICU.
Homecoming in Willow Glen, the senior float featuring Alice in Wonderland. Very nice hat. Both teams, Willow Glen and Prospect, with magical season as it continues for the Panthers early. Justin Williams on the slat to Matt Helling. Touchdown Panthers on the opening drive. Willow Glen with a terrific defensive effort here. Corey Warren picking up the bouncing ball and scampers 28 yards for the score. Conversion is missed. 7-6, Prospect with the 1-point lead. Next series for the Panthers, and they hand it to Craig Malloy. He goes 22 yards breaking across the field for the score. 14-6, Prospect with the lead after one. The Ram fans trying to get their team back in it, but it's Prospect again. Williams to Lee Robinson. He takes a licking, but keeps on kicking down to the 1-yard line. Look at the hit. Oh, my. Then from 5 yards out, it's the Williams to Helling connection once again, and it's 28-6 Prospect. The Rams battle back with 14 unanswered points. David Mockey to John Fernandez, a terrific catch, but not enough. An emotional win for Prospect as the Panthers take the league title in their coach's final season. So the Panthers are league champs. Justin Williams completing 19 of 37 passes for 234 yards. Matt Helling caught 7 of those passes for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. Meantime, the Panthers defense held the Willow Glen offense to just 177 total yards.
Just meant, I mean, I just want to win this championship so bad, more than anyone I've ever had, because I'm leaving, and that's a good way to leave.
Sure was. The Untitled Jet cheerleaders excited and happy to be on the big show as they battle St. Mary's. No score in the second. St. Mary's Marlon Kelly picks off the pass, rumbles into the zone. You can't